Hey everyone, this is Aura. I was on my priest and I was wanting to get some achievements that I missed in Firelands. I noticed that I never got the bucket list achievement. I ran into the same problem that a lot of people did, and that is if you're not a tank, Rage Face will face rage you and kill you. So I'm going to show how to fix that really quick. It's really not that complicated. You do need to be in healing spec. In DPS spec, shadow spec, you're just not going to have the healing to take the damage it's going to come across. So just use slash target to find Rage Face. He's all the way across the zone. It's easier than clicking. The only talent you need to make sure you absolutely have is the Angelic Feather. If you want, when you're fighting, you can use pain suppression, you can throw down your barrier, but they take GCD time, so make sure you either precast them or just don't use them. You really shouldn't die, especially with atonement and pre-bubbling. What you're trying to do though is just minimize the amount of cast interruption you get, because I think my item level is 542 or something and I still come kinda close. I went with power infusion just to make it easier. So there it is, light him up, kill him. So for as long as I can remember, playing this game back to 2004, for some reason in the world of Warcraft, when you are stunned, you lose all threat. So that's why tanks cannot be face raged. And that's why all the videos you see people doing this with, they use tanks. So as you can see, I'm using the feather just to demonstrate how to drop the stacks of rend down below. It's not important right now with 3 stacks, but later on, if you didn't do this during the entire fight, which takes about 4 or 5 minutes, you would have so many stacks that you wouldn't be able to spam flash heal your way through the damage, let alone any of the damage from Rip Limb when he gets enraged later. The stacks themselves come from the weapon that Shanix is using. The way to drop them is when the dog runs off like that. Shanix doesn't have it, so he can't do that ability. I don't think I'm going to get it this time, but it really doesn't matter. There's only one key place where you need it, and I kind of get it, but then missed the last one. You'll see in a minute. So you'll notice I'm trading off between the two, damaging them. You could just be spamming Holy Nova just to help with healing and get some damage out. So that's the third of the 5 spots you have to go to, is up that ramp. There I got dazed again because I wasn't strafe running properly. I gave him my back too much. If you don't know what strafe running is, go PvP. So right there you'll see I'm getting my next set of stacks dropped. This is why you have to have the feather. Using the shield speed boost isn't enough. I actually have rocket boots as well, but you don't need it. So there, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I had plenty of time before he put the next stack on. So as you can see, it's not that complicated, but you do need the feathers. Anyway, keep damaging him down. What you want to do is you want to get him down to about 38 to 40%. You don't want to put him below 35%, and you don't want to kill his dog. Those are the important ones. Fetch your supper. So I've got 20-something seconds here. There's no way I'll get a drop. There is a little corner over here you can walk into. For those paying attention, I haven't done enough damage to Shanix, which makes it a little harder later, but not impossible. Right here is technically the Ridge of Ancient Flame, but Shanix didn't walk into it, so it didn't count. I don't know why you can't jump over there. There's an invisible wall, but whatever. So you just run him up the hill here. Okay, so Rip Limb's actually at a pretty good percentage. By the time I get to the last one, I should be good. Here's where I screwed up. I let him put another stack on right before the throw went out, and now I'm in trouble. I've got 12 stacks and I have 12 seconds left and there's no way I'm going to make it, and boom, now I have 14 stacks, and that's way too much. For safety, what I should have done is just run back, run a big circle here and let him do another throw. That would have let me drop my stacks. You can see the hits he does take some damage, but it's those stacks that really hit the hardest. So what I'm doing here is getting him closer to 35%. When he hits 35%, Rip Limb doesn't just get a little stronger, he gets 400% stronger and hits twice as fast. You cannot spam flash heal your way through it. So at this point, it's just burn now. Both his dogs are mad. He drops below 35%, but the dogs are dead, so you're fine. As you can see, my stacks are getting up to 18, which is something like 10 or 11,000 damage every tick. You'll notice his hits don't hit me hard, but then on my life bar the dots do. I also saved my wings as a cooldown for healing. But again, even with that many stacks, it turned out to be okay. You can just do it easier if maybe you don't have quite the item level. So there you go, smite to win. And that's it. Just make sure you keep healing yourself after he's dead. And that's that. Hopefully that helps somebody.